Big news from Old Trafford. Manchester United are about to welcome back one of their most talented young stars, Sekou Kone, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. After a long spell out with a nasty eye injury, the Malian wonderkid is finally set to return just as Ruben Amorim's side prepare for a crucial part of the season. With the festive fixtures approaching and squad rotation becoming key, Kone could become Amorim's hidden ace in midfield. But that's not all. United are also moving fast in the transfer market. Reports say the Red Devils are ready to go all out to sign Crystal Palace star Marc Guehi, beating Real Madrid to his signature. And Fabrizio Romano has dropped another bombshell, confirming that a new signing will join Manchester United this January. From Sekou Kone's comeback to transfer talks heating up behind the scenes, Old Trafford is buzzing once again. Let's break down everything happening at Manchester United right now. Man United wonderkid is returning at the perfect time. He can be Ruben Amorim's hidden ace. Manchester United's academy is going strong despite the absence of arguably the most high-profile player, Sekou Kone, but that might be about to change. Sekou Kone has been sidelined for over 2 months after suffering a fractured eye socket in a tough clash against Tamworth. It was a cruel setback for the young Malian, especially considering how close he was to making his senior breakthrough. Before the injury, Kone had impressed manager Ruben Amorim during Manchester United's post-season tour of Asia, showing maturity, power and creativity in midfield, exactly what United were missing. Many around Carrington believed this was going to be his breakout season. Unfortunately, the injury halted all that progress just as things were falling into place. Now, however, U21 head coach Travis Binion has confirmed that Kone is almost ready to return, marking the beginning of a new opportunity for the promising wonderkid to reclaim his momentum and prove why so many at the club rate him so highly. Binion has now said that Kone is nearing his return and should be ready to play after the international break as he resumes contact training. Binion said, "After the international break, we think he will be ready to play, which will be good. The timing of his injury was bad, but the timing of his return is brilliant." Why Kone's return is perfectly timed. When Kone was injured, not even the likes of Kobbie Mainoo were getting into the team, especially after the elimination in the Carabao Cup. Now that he's set to return, he is doing so at the perfect time for a variety of reasons. Firstly, the festive fixture list will soon be approaching, and that is always a busy time of the year for the league, which necessitates rotation. Secondly, FA Cup action will begin in January, giving United an extra fixture to rotate. Most importantly, Kone is in a position where he can afford to stay at Carrington, while his potential competitors for the midfield position might look to move elsewhere in search of minutes. Someone like Mainoo will not be happy with playing the odd FA Cup fixture in 15 minutes in the league, but for Kone that would be goldust. If he stays fit, Kone can reasonably expect to not just make his senior debut for United, but stay in the first team's plans for the 6 months from January to the end of the season. Casemiro and Ugarte are destroyers, Mainoo and Fernandez are orchestrators. Kone, on the other hand, has a little bit of both, so he can be Amorim's hidden ace in the hole. What's happened is now in the rearview mirror. Kone's return couldn't have been better timed. Marc Guehi, Man United ready to go all out for Real Madrid target. Manchester United's defensive frailties were exposed in their 2-2 draw at Nottingham Forest. The Red Devils enjoyed an encouraging start at City Ground, but a brief lapse in concentration minutes into the second half led to 2 goals for the hosts. Amad Diallo's late strike helped the visitors salvage a point. Individually, United defenders have largely performed very good this term. However, the Mancunians are seemingly missing a leader at the back to ensure collective consistency. Manchester United interested in Guehi. According to Defensa Central, United have entered the race to sign Marc Guehi. Known for his positional awareness and composure, the Crystal Palace defender is attracting interest from a number of European powerhouses, including Real Madrid. His contract at Selhurst Park is due to expire next summer and the Eagles are not expected to find an agreement over a renewal. Real have frequently pounced on opportunities to sign high-profile free agents over the last few years. It is understood Los Blancos are keen on signing the England international in 2026. Man United to flex their financial muscles. The Spanish outlet claim United are prepared to deal a blow to Xabi Alonso's plans of welcoming Guehi to Santiago Bernabeu. It is understood United are eyeing a deal for the Palace star and intend to make an offer during the January transfer window. Further, the 25-year-old's representatives are open to considering winter offers. United will reportedly offer a huge sum of money to beat Real to Guehi's signature. In the summer of 2024, the La Liga leaders got the first-hand experience of the Premier League giants' threat in the transfer market. Real were thought to be in the driving seat to sign Lille's generational talent Lenny Yoro before United entered the scene and struck a swift agreement over a deal worth £58.9 million with the League One outfit. The conversations have started. Romano confirms in Sunday Evening Bombshell that player will join Man United. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Manchester United are looking to get the wheels in motion on the transfer front ahead of the January window. Despite only having one competition to account for since August and until the FA Cup gets underway, it's been widely recognized that reinforcements are necessary at Old Trafford. Ineos spent big this summer, over £200 million, to give Ruben Amorim the tools he needed to transform Manchester United. The spending spree brought in a brand new attacking trio featuring Bryan Mbeumo, Benjamin Sesko and Matheus Cunha, along with goalkeeper Sen Lamens, who arrived right before the transfer window closed. The investment is already paying off, with Cunha and Mbeumo quickly proving why Premier League experience matters so much. However, Amorim isn't done building yet. He's now turning his focus to strengthening the midfield, an area he still feels needs improvement. Back in August, United even opened talks with Brighton's Carlos Baleba, one of Amorim's top targets. The young midfielder was reportedly interested in the move, but Brighton's massive £100 million price tag stopped the deal from progressing. Now, with the January window approaching, Amorim could reignite his search for the perfect midfielder to complete his project at Old Trafford. However, Brighton's £100 million plus valuation deterred United from making a formal offer, and Ineos eventually conceded that not all areas of the squad could be strengthened in one window. Fans have since been anticipating at least one new face to make the switch to M16 in just over a month's time, with the club being linked with countless names each day in the build-up to the window opening. What Romano is hearing about Amorim's talks with Ineos. Speaking on his YouTube channel last night, Romano revealed that the Red Devils boss has begun approaching the board to discuss transfer plans. Ruben Amorim sends clear indications in public and in private for Manchester United in the January transfer window. Because in private, the conversations have started between Amorim and the board, said Romano. In general, Amorim and the board are talking about the January window, the opportunities, the players who want to play more, Kobbie Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee. For Zirkzee, there are West Ham and Roma in recent weeks. Amorim sends a clear message also in public talking about the January window. First of all, he says, the window will be open, there is a possibility we will do something. So not closing the doors to the opportunities to bring in new players. Also, he says, I don't want players for the short term. Amorim is not in for bringing in a player for just a few months. A player will join Manchester United if they believe the player could be an option for the long term. So there you have it. Sekou Kone is back at just the right time, and his return could be the spark Ruben Amorim's squad needs heading into the busy winter months. With United also chasing defensive reinforcements like Marc Guehi, and Fabrizio Romano confirming transfer plans already underway, it's clear Ineos mean business this January. What do you think, Reds? Should Kone be fast-tracked into the first team? And who should Manchester United sign next to strengthen Amorim's project? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Manchester United news.